What is the obsession with groin kicks? I will not understand. Nonetheless, in this video, we're going to cover what is an effective groin kick, how to execute it, what are some other attacks that are better and more effective than groin kicks. Do they work on men? Do they work on women? What you need to do if you are in a situation where you're being attacked and bullied. We're going to cover all these things in this video, and let's get started. Hi, my name is Fawzia Lala. I am a black belt martial artist, and on this channel I teach self-defense techniques and empowerment tactics for professional women in STEM. So if you're new to this channel, let me invite you to subscribe and join the family. Okay, so groin kicks. I had so many questions on this to make a video on just groin kicks, all from this other video where I explain target areas, vital target areas in the body. We're gonna do this in sequential order, okay? Which means let's start at the beginning. What is happening for us to need to execute this groin kick? So a typical scenario is bullying. Either women are bullying women or men are bullying men, or it doesn't matter how this goes. If you're being bullied, I know that your instinct is, I need to learn groin kicks. That's going to save me from bullying. Actually, you're wrong. That is not going to save you from bullying. What's really going to save you from bullying is being empowered. Yes, I have said this before, and yes, you have to listen to this once more. We're so focused, we're so tunnel visioned into this one thing. I need to learn groin kicks and then I will be safe. It is completely wrong. Let me break that bubble for you right now. If you're being bullied, if you're being attacked, if you need to perform a self-defense move, you need to really step back and understand, well, why am I being bullied? Why am I constantly being attacked? Predators attack prey. Strong people attack weak people. This is a fact, this is psychology. The reason you're being attacked is that you're weak, or at the least, you're being perceived as a weak individual. So what you really need to do is work on your body language, your posture, the way you speak. So when people can hear you, and they do hear you, they say, oh, okay, she seems pretty strong. She seems like she's going to put up a fight. I don't want to, deal with her. Okay, look at any college, high school, workplace, any situation. The person being bullied is never the empowered leader type of person. Never. It's always the meek, quiet person who endures it. So let's break the cycle by first getting you to be empowered, right? Do this, get a coach, whoever you need to work with. If you have no idea where to start, I'm sure Google is your friend. Find someone who can help you become empowered so that you're never bullied, so that you're never put into a situation where you need to execute self-defense moves. Now, while you're working on your empowerment, and you're still continuing to face these situations where you are being bullied, yes, you will need to know how to execute a move so that you can get out of it safely. So here we move on to our next segment, which is what is an effective way if you're being physically punched and kicked and attacked, physical attacks, not verbal attacks, yes? Physical attacks, how can you get out of it? What can you do? Now, the best move really is not a groin kick. Okay, they are harder to execute, and I will talk about effective groin kicks and all of that just a little bit later. But really the best move is a punch to the solar plexus. So I'll help you find this. Find where your rib cage ends. You'll have this big, see this big bone, you'll feel it, and it curves underneath. Come to the center point and use 2 fingers and tap. Or just use 4 fingers and tap. You'll feel this slight discomfort or pain, and if you keep doing it for a while, you'll feel a little bit of nausea take over. That is where your nerve bundles gather, and if you effectively punch someone there, that's going to knock the wind out of them, giving you enough chance to run away. So that is a way better target area. So you're covering for yourself, this person's attacking you, you're trying to block. You're more likely than not shorter than this person, and you're crunching. So the solar plexus is pretty accessible. Now, to note here, just throwing a punch is not going to do anything. You have to drive through with your whole body. You have to use that pivot punch, your core. It has to come from your core. And let me tell you this, it took me years to get my punch right. When I started martial arts, I think it was about year 3 or 4 when I finally felt like, yes, okay, I'm executing it from my core. And this is at least 2 to 3 hours of practice a week. Okay, so just watching this video while you're sitting on the couch or laying on the bed, just scrolling through, oh, let me see this video. Oh, that's how you do a punch. Okay, I'll do this next time. It's not going to work. You're wasting your time. You're going to have to practice this. This video is just to tell you what works, so that you can go out there, practice it, get a partner, get a coach, get whatever, and so you can practice so you can then execute this. Okay. Now, for whatever reason, if you don't want to do this and you must execute groin kicks, the way to do it, there are two ways to do it. You can either knee your opponent into their groin, right? Doesn't matter if it's male or female, and I'll talk about the differences too. You can knee your opponent, or you can do a rising kick, okay? Which means the kick hits them in between their legs through the center like this, like an axe. Those are your two options. Once again, just doing this is never going to work. That's not where the power comes from. It's from your core, your whole body. If you weigh 150 pounds, this is maybe 5 pounds, if that. How about you put in 150, all of it, or at least 100 pounds in. Use your whole body. See, that was super powerful. How do you do that? Practice. Get a coach. That's a fact. That's a reality. Okay. Now, rising kick is the same thing, right? It's much harder to do than a knee kick because you need more space. So if you are further out from the person where knee kick is not going to reach them, then rising kick absolutely will reach them. But if you're really close to the person where that's not an option, then knee kick, yes. And sometimes you're going to have to do it multiple times, aiming for not the groin, not that, but for a couple inches beyond the groin. So if I'm aiming for this, if this is the target I want to hit, I'm not going to be able to hit it if I aim for it. I have to aim for this point. Driving through. That's what it's called in martial arts. Drive through. So here I am. That's not going to work if that's what I'm trying to hit. That will work. Okay, so who does this work on? Yes, it works on men and women. It is more effective for men just because their sensitive parts are more visible. Doesn't mean it's not as effective on females. Yes, it is. It still hurts. It's a delicate bone. Both a knee kick and a rising kick, they're both really going to hurt. You just need to have the power to execute it. Doesn't mean you need to lift weights. It's not coming from your arm. Doesn't mean you need to do lots and lots of core exercises. It just means you need to learn how to use your core and your whole body and drive through and pivot. What I want to leave with, what I want you to leave with is just this. Please don't ask me a question about groin kicks. Okay, that is not what self-defense is about. That is not what empowerment is about. That is not going to help you get out of bullying. But because I had a flood of questions, I'm answering this, and this is going to be the last video I make on groin kicks. And so we're going to end the discussion here because you're focusing on the wrong thing. If you are struggling, nailing your groin kicks isn't going to solve your problem, isn't going to make your situation better, isn't going to change your life. So if you want to jumpstart your journey on empowerment and safety and self-defense, I do have a free 1-hour masterclass on street safety and other techniques that help you become more empowered. So if you're interested, go ahead and check that out. You can also join our mailing list that's on the website where I send more tips every week or every 2 weeks so you can learn from those as well. Please work on building your empowerment. That is first and foremost, and that is key. And I will see you in the next video.